Alright, what's up everyone? Craig aka Nightquit here, and what we're going to be doing today is something a little bit different for this channel. We're going to be reviewing what's called HelloFresh. So HelloFresh is essentially a mail order meal service. You order on a weekend, you get your food on a Thursday, and then you have meals for as long as you want. For instance, this box I ordered 3 different meals, 2 servings a piece. It's about $10 a serving, so that'll serve as meals for essentially the full week, with leftovers and all that sort of stuff. So what we'll be reviewing today is the balsamic fig chicken. So you can see here what it's supposed to be looking like. Looks pretty fancy, got all your sides, salad, all that sort of good stuff. And then for those of you that are interested, I know the lighting isn't great. You could see the nutritional facts right here. If you want to pause the video, check that out for those of you that actually care. Relatively healthy, 40 grams of protein, 500 calories. It's not too bad. I'd say this is probably one of the healthier options that I ordered in this haul. So what we'll be doing today is I'll do my best to film this whole process of me cooking it. Can't guarantee that it's going to be the best quality video. It's kind of a first time doing something like this for me. Don't quite have a tripod yet, so I don't know how still the video footage will be, but we'll work our way through it, and then hopefully next time will be a little bit better than this time. But I guess let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so taking everything out of the little bag they gave us, you can see there's actually tons of really fresh ingredients. So you've got the salad that's pre-mixed in a bag, just your basic spring mix. Got a sweet potato, a couple sweet potatoes actually. Got some fig jam right here in this little jar, nice and handy. You got some balsamic vinegar right here, tiny lemon, just enough for 2 servings. I would imagine that if I would have gone with the 4-serving package, then this would be a normal size lemon, but you can see it's pretty small lemon. I don't know the last time I've seen a lemon this small and still ripe, so that's kind of interesting. Right here you got a shallot, some fresh rosemary, and then obviously your chicken breasts. So that's kind of what it looks like right out of the package. Like, I'm pretty impressed with how fresh they're able to keep everything. So, it all comes in a in an insulated package. You've got a couple ice packs in there, so everything stays pretty fresh. Like, I think that this meat's definitely pretty edible. So yeah, I'd say let's go ahead and get started. Step 1 right here, wash dry all produce. Preheat oven to 425 degrees. Cut sweet potatoes into 1/2 inch cubes. Toss on a baking sheet with a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of salt and pepper. I would like to add that the olive oil and salt and pepper actually do not come with these meals. So fortunately I do have those lying around here. If you don't, then you're going to need to purchase those in advance. But besides those are the only ingredients that I've ever come across in these meal packages that are not included. So just make sure you do have those around the house. So once you have that all taken care of, then you're just going to roast in the oven until tender and crisped for 20 to 25 minutes. Alright guys, so I have all the sweet potatoes chopped up, the 1/2 inch cubes that were recommended in the recipe. Just going to spread those out real quick. Get them nice and even. Okay, we're going to take our olive oil. A nice drizzle going. Salt and pepper. I'm more of a fan of pepper than salt, so we'll go a little heavier on the pepper. Okay. That should do it for that. So we're going to toss this in now for 20 to 25 minutes. Let's see if I could do this with one hand. Alright, step 2 on the recipe. We're going to peel and mince the shallot. We're going to strip enough and chop enough rosemary leaves from stems to give you 1 teaspoon, and we're going to have the lemon. So I'll go ahead and I'll whip that up. Alright, so to complete step 2 here, I went ahead, I have the lemon, I minced up the shallot, and I cut up just enough rosemary to be able to make about a teaspoon. So I guess that concludes step 2, so we'll go ahead and we'll jump into step 3. Alright, so off camera I went ahead and I started heating up the olive oil inside the pan, and then I also prepared the chicken that we're going to be putting in there. I need some salt and pepper on that. Cook for 5 to 7 minutes, so let's go ahead, we'll drop that in there. Get a nice sizzle going. report back in 5 to 7 minutes. We'll see how this looks. Alright guys, so everything's kind of wrapping up here at the same time. I got my alarm going off saying that the sweet potatoes are ready to go. So, let's go ahead, we'll see what these look like. Ooh. You know, I've never been a huge fan of sweet potatoes. We'll put them over here so they don't burn the counter. Never been a huge fan of sweet potatoes, but these don't look too bad. I've never really had them with salt and pepper, just typical like on Thanksgiving Day, you know, your sweet potato bake, that sort of stuff. I kind of like how sweet they are, but at the same time it doesn't really seem like it's a side that would go with dinner. They're almost a little too sweet to go with dinner. I think that they're more of a dessert item, served with whipped cream or whatever. That's how I've had that. I don't know if that's weird or not, but that's kind of where I stand with sweet potatoes. But I would say that this chicken's looking pretty good. We're going to take this off. We're going to proceed on to the next step. Let's go ahead. We'll check out what the next step is. And it's making the sauce. So step number 4, we're going to add the shallot, the chopped rosemary, drizzle of olive oil. Cook that in the pan, stir in the balsamic vinegar, put in half the fig jam. We're going to simmer that for about a minute. Then later we're going to add half a cup of water and this stock concentrate. Actually, I forgot to show this in the previous clip, so just stock concentrate adds flavor. Let that sit for 3 minutes. Remove from heat, stir in some butter, salt, pepper. I'll probably do without the butter. I feel like there's enough oil in there to take care of that, so I will skip the butter, but I do think that there's going to be plenty of flavor going on there. And then I guess just to jump ahead, we'll show you step 5 and 6 right here. Step number 5 is just to toss the salad. I already have the lettuce prepped. It's all sitting in the bowl ready to go. Just going to add the olive oil, salt, and pepper at the last second, just so that doesn't wilt on me. And then right here, step number 6, sorry, the hair on the menu, kind of nasty. Finish and serve. So thinly slice the chicken, divide the sweet potatoes, put some sauce on there, serve with the salad, then you're ready to go. So I guess without further ado, let me remove this chicken from the heat and we'll go ahead and start making the sauce. Okay, so we've got our heat lowered to medium. We're gonna go ahead, we'll add the shallot and rosemary. A little bit left on the plate. I can only do so much with one hand and I feel like that is actually more than enough shallot. So we'll let that sit there. Let's go ahead and grab the other ingredients. I know we need to, let's see here, grab some olive oil. Actually, there's plenty in the pan. I think that we should be good there. We'll put in the vinegar and half the jam. So let's go ahead and do the vinegar first. Let's sizzle going. Smells fantastic. And then I'll go ahead, I'll put the jam in off camera, but you'll see right here, we're just getting that sauce going. We're almost ready to eat it. Looks good. Alright, so this has been on the stove for a little bit here. Just going to add the rest of the ingredients. We're going to add the chicken stock. It's actually a little bit more syrupy than I was expecting. Get that in there. Conveniently enough, I have a quarter cup of water sitting right here. Add that in. A little bit of pepper. I'm really bad at adding the perfect amount of this stuff to taste. I don't know, I just kind of eyeball it and just pray for the best. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm just going to actually stir that up for a little bit. The instructions say let it go until it turns into a sauce. So these are all the ingredients that needed to be added. So we'll just wait it out, see how this ends up going, and then in the meantime, I'll go ahead, I'll prepare the salad. Just going to go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. Then once that's ready to go, I'll prepare everything on my plate and I'll let you know how the stuff tastes. Alright, so here you have it, guys, in all of its beauty. Chicken came out super well. Sauce smells delicious. Potatoes right there on the top right. And then you got your salad down here. Very simple dressing on the salad. I did a little taste test when I was making it. Tastes fantastic. And I'll tell you right now, going off the smell, we've got about a 9 out of 10. The balsamic vinegar kind of just makes an interesting smell in the air. But I'd say overall, I could barely wait to dig in. Portion size, I would say the amount of food that 1.5 people eat in one given serving. So this should be just the right amount of food. If anything, I'd say maybe this is like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 as far as serving size is concerned. You can see right here I put all the leftovers in this little Tupperware container for lunch tomorrow. That should be plenty of food for a lunch. But at the same time, there's no like ridiculous amount of leftovers. So I'd say as far as the amount of food that they give you, that's about an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And as far as taste is concerned, I'll report back in a little bit with that. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like before I dig in. So here we go. Alright guys, so my first, and I guess for the sake of this video, final impressions of this were, I would say 9.5 out of 10. The meal actually, it's very sweet overall. The fig jam in the dressing on the chicken makes the chicken very sweet. The sweet potatoes are very sweet on their own. Although I must add, even though I said earlier I wasn't a big fan of sweet potatoes, these are absolutely delicious. They're cooked just perfectly. I put them in for, I'd say, about 21 minutes. The recipe recommended 20 to 25. 21 minutes. They came out perfect. And the salad, like I mentioned before, very simple dressing, not too much. Still gets the job done. So, obviously this is no paid promotion, anything like that, just my honest opinion of HelloFresh. I really enjoy making these meals. Next week I'll have, I believe they're called home chef meals being sent in. I'm just trying all the different options, and then I'll maybe settle in something, on a weekly basis after that. So last week was Blue Apron, very good food. This week HelloFresh. I would recommend to all of you guys to try this out. And yeah, I guess that concludes this video. So took about 30-45 minutes to make, and I had a really fun time doing it. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it. So let me know what you guys think about how this video turned out. Let me know if you guys have tried HelloFresh in the past or any of these other meal services, and if there's a different one out there that you think I should try, let me know. Very interested in that. So, alright guys, stay awesome. Take it easy.